Yesterday, I very nearly didn't do my daily video. I set a goal for myself of making at least one video for you every day of my build journey. And yeah, it looked yesterday at dinner time like I wasn't going to make it, but I decided to just go ahead and do it, and essentially just went to bed a bit late. So I got this video up about a Stripe economics report. It's not very good, but it's actually quite interesting. Maybe it is very good. I mean, when I say it's not very good, it depends what you mean. It's not very polished. It's a bit, I mean, to be honest with you, as you might have noticed, none of my videos are particularly polished. But I just got it up. I got it done because at the end of the day, as I said in another video on here, it's the one that's actually, funnily enough, done the best. Ironically, the video that has done the best so far is, because as you can see, these are all sub 100 100 views, apart from this one, which is how to keep going when speaking to no one. And it's got, the thumbnail, it says 0 views, because in the first 4 hours it had 0 views. But that's actually got the most views and 12 comments. The thing is, this is the problem with posting and doing videos. You start to get obsessed with the numbers. It's like it's a human thing. You can't help it. But really what's important to me, the number I care about more than anything else, is doing this daily. It's like, have I done this every single day? Have I posted every single day? Because while this isn't a brilliant growth strategy like it used to be in and of itself, for what I'm doing and for the reasons that I'm doing it, it is very important. Because number one, it helps me to process and think through what I'm doing. Because the biggest problem I have faced in building, aside obviously from banging my head against a Claude or a Codex-shaped wall every day, apart from that, the biggest problem I've faced is actually creating value, actual value for others out of all this building. Because it's been locked inside here and these 4 walls, which at the moment you might notice from me looking a little bit like a bank robber or something. It's a bit chilly in here because this is great. I've got enormous amount of space. It's a shed, but it is literally a shed. And believe it or not, even though I live in Australia, it's subtropical here, at this time of year, it gets a little chilly at 4:30 in the morning. So, so these 4 walls, these 4 shed walls made out of tin, are where the value has stayed. And at the end of the day, I'm using a lot of tokens. So it's money, it's energy, it's resources. And it is my responsibility to create value, to actually make the resources that I have expended more valuable than me just expending them. And I mean, to a certain extent, that is already true because I've learned so much about myself, about the technology, just about so many different things. And yet it's nothing compared to the value that I could create by getting the actual stuff that I'm making out. And that, in the first instance for me, the easiest way of doing that is actually building in public. But this is a kind of truism that I've noticed. One of the things, I've been doing this a very long time, so I've had a lot of emails and messages from people over the years. And one of the very, very frequent messages I get from people, I used to help musicians all the time. I still do, but really now I'm focused on builders. But one of the frequent messages I would get is what I call the special snowflake message, where people will go, You know, you've probably not heard this before, but, and then what comes after the but is insert thing that I have literally heard 5 million times and experienced myself throughout with whatever I'm doing. So I've come to the conclusion that while we are all unique, special snowflakes who experience life in a very different way, and we have our very specific, unique, I mean, this is really part of my whole shtick. It's absolutely true. We all have a unique, as I call it, genius. There aren't geniuses, we have them, right? So we've got this constellation of strengths and weaknesses that make us special. That's absolutely what I believe. However, at the same time, there are only so many experiences that human beings have, and they do group in certain areas. You know, when you've coached as many people as I have, it's almost like you've actually got to be careful of saying, this is situation 4C and problem 658E, right? So all of that to say that the biggest challenge, I mean, aside from the challenges of actually trying to get these things to do what you want, the biggest challenge for me has been actually converting this just amazing stuff that is being created within these four walls and turning that into something that you can get value from. And this build stream project where I'm doing a video every day, at some point when I get up the courage, I'll probably do a live stream. But anyway, this build stream is the quickest and the easiest way of me doing that. I also released the Thoughtnado, one of my canvases where you can, if you're feeling overwhelmed with, build ideas, it's like a coaching tool essentially. And all of these particles, they change depending on where you are in the process. So it's not these particles here, which they're kind of interactive. They don't just stay like this, they change in order to kind of reflect what is happening in the actual process. It's almost like it's meant to feel like the process, the thinking process. Anyway, so I've created that. There's a bunch more of this kind of stuff coming on the way. But what I thought I would do in this build stream is I would create a series, because the good thing about a series is when you make a video series, you know what video to do next. Because one of the difficult things about doing a daily video is you have this kind of decision point where you're like, what am I going to record about today? And so, but what I would do is actually, with this building in public thing, say, okay, so here is what I've done. Here is the process that I went through in order, or am going through, in order to get my stuff out into the world and start creating value. Because as this video that I made yesterday, I think it's called, what is it called? It's Our Time or something? Our Time is Coming. There you go. This video here. Our Time is Coming. It's really about this Stripe economics report, which is sharing some figures about how they think that we're entering the age of the solopreneur, the solo founder, the tiny businesses. And that's what they think the data is showing. And I see it too. What I said in this video yesterday is that my client, I'm coaching so many clients who are making products and apps and software for themselves and for their clients to get much better results. And obviously in the position I'm in and what I've done over the years is I've become an expert in the creative process itself. That's really what I did with musicians. I didn't focus on the equipment and the gear and the kind of the music theory part of it. I didn't do any of that. It was much more for me about the actual creative process itself. And I built this system, created this system. I mean, I didn't build it in software back then because we used Trello mainly, but I built this system called the Music Machine, which helped musicians make lots of music. And obviously, here I was, make lots of music much better and also in less time. Yes, it is possible. More time does not equal better. And obviously here I was in these four walls struggling to get anything out. And I was like, this seems somewhat familiar. I've had this experience before. I wonder where. And I was like, oh yeah, this is the creative process, isn't it? It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. At a certain level of abstraction, it's the same. And so I started to really, at the same time as doing it, look at what I was doing and document it in a way, kind of try and make it understandable so that I could start sharing this process with you, because I am at the point where I'm going to start to be releasing actual products and services. To a certain extent, I already am. So I'm coaching people, and yeah, so I've already done that. But I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I know what the shape of my future business, or at least when I say know, what I mean is guess, because we can only ever really guess, because we have to respond to what happens, right? But I can guess what the shape of this business that I'm building, which is helping builders like you, what that's actually going to look like, what the products and services are. I mean, I have some in place already. So the Thoughtnado, for example, is a free thing. Yeah, and I think every business needs some free stuff so that people can start to see what you're all about. Is this person for me? Oh, this person's great. Oh, I don't like this, but that kind of thing. I also have a very high ticket thing, which is my personal coaching. Eye-wateringly expensive, but the way that I've configured it is it's actually not expensive, because a lot of that expense comes after you get the result. So I've got that. That's really what's kept me going while I've been doing all of this building. But now I'm at a point where the value that has been generated but stuck inside here and these four walls is ready to go into the world. So what I thought I would do is actually, in this video series, share with you how I've actually done that. Now, bear in mind, with a how I've actually done that thing, this is the way that you kind of have to do it. Otherwise, it would just be complete chaos and not meaningless to you. I've broken it down for you into 3 stages. And through those 3 stages, you answer 11 questions. Now, it's not like I decided on 3 stages first, and then I answered the 11 questions. What I've done is I've looked at my progress over the last 6 months from December through to now, and I've thought, okay, so how can I make this understandable to people who aren't me in my brain? I mean, you really don't want to be in my brain. You're very lucky not to be in there, because it's a real mess up there. Anyway, so I've broken it down for you. So what I'm going to do over the next videos, the next few build streams, is I'm going to break this down, this build machine system, this build machine process, because if you are building and you're not getting anything out, or you haven't even got started yet, you don't even know where to start, it's going to be useful for you to understand how to actually, what you need to know. Because these questions to answer, and you'll notice that I've configured it as questions that you need to answer by building, by releasing. These questions that you need to answer, it is step by step, but I'm not giving you the steps, right? Instead of giving you the fish, I'm teaching you how to fish. Maybe not even teaching you how to fish. I'm teaching you about the sea and boat building and the weather. So, because I much prefer as a coach for you to actually answer these questions for yourself. It's much, much, much better if you can ask a better question rather than simply trying to find the answer on YouTube, because the answer for one person over here is going to be different for that person over there. So over the next videos, I've been talking enough on this one. Over the next videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up even earlier than I already do. So I'll probably be wearing this hat every time. Sorry about that. And I'm going to record a video of breaking down each of these stages, so 3 stages, and the questions within them. So if you're interested in how to actually convert your building, your experiments, and what you might, or you're interested in building a business or you are a solo founder, or you are a solopreneur, or you have a tiny team, and maybe you have products and services, but you don't know how to turn them, how to use these new tools to get them out, or you're just starting out and you don't even have an idea, because it literally goes from 0 all the way through to hero. And subscribe to this channel, and I will be releasing a video every day. Every day. Yes, YouTube. Yes, algorithm. I will be releasing a video every day. I hope you're listening, which will help you actually create value out of all of those tokens that you're using. So with all that said, I will see you tomorrow, and say onwards and upwards.